Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So lots of noise in the market at the moment, with a lot of your big players rebalancing portfolios, and I think the most notable one was obviously Michael Burry with his loading up of shorts and a significant amount of puts that he's loaded up onto his portfolio. So that could mean that he knows something. But you also need to understand that he's a perm bear, and he's got it right, twice out of the last 20 times he's done it. So it doesn't necessarily mean that if Michael Burry is doing it, that we should be doing it anyway. So right now, you can see price is hovering here at this tail. See this pin bar here. It's basically the first line of support, and you've got multiple levels to the downside here of where you need to be looking. So each one of these tails here on the left is obviously going to offer support. So for me, looking at this on the daily at the moment, this is still a flag. The trend is still up, big move up. This is a flag it's forming. Oscillators agreeing with that scenario, diversions, everything in play. So I'm a little bit reluctant to say that we're going to fall to the floor just yet or have a deeper pullback. And when you look at this on the 8 hour, there's just confusion here. So this is a significant level to be at, and I definitely don't want to be short at 3,500, or should I say 35,000. So definitely don't want to be short here. I'd rather be short higher up, and on the lower time frames, that is what we should be doing. We should be selling into this and not buying into this. You can see this week has been significant, but there's just so much to the left here. I mean, you can see, I put all these levels in, you can see how noisy it's going to be. Just going to put one more in. There you go. Oh, what the hell, let's put one more in. Gives you a sense for what is on the left. So this is what the market is toying with, and they've been buying off this zone for so long. So this to me could very well be a break of it, but it's not strong enough. It's more a case of this is a channel. And when you start drilling down to what we want to be trading, you can see the price action yesterday forming a big flag here. Oscillators group to downside, massive flag. Moving averages separated. You know, it's a tough call because you want to be short. There's no two ways about that. I'm not going to debate that at all. But the big question is, where do you want to be short off? You don't want to be short down here. If you look at this flag, that's not the right thing to do, and it's also bottom of the channel. You want to be short higher up. And you look to the left here, you can see how close all the structure is here. Look what happened here with the structure yesterday. So definitely don't want to be picking one of those levels either. So I would rather have the flag break, play out, and target whatever it needs to target. And I'm just going to keep adding levels here because this just shows you how complex this the Dow Jones is at the moment. So it depends how you see this flag. So if you see the flag from the top there, or you see it from the top there, okay, that is going to dictate where the flag target is if it breaks the upside. So for me, this is a really tough one to call. The 15 minute starts making a little bit of better sense, and these close levels start coming into play. But look at these gaps to the upside. There's a big one right there. Where's the other one? There's a little one over here. So this could come into play looking at the oscillators. So if you read this in this manner, 3,500, so that's a big round number, so that is possibly what it could be. I want to see a pin bar or inside bar, engulfing bar off that. Could be getting up above it, building a base, and then sort of gradually move to each of these levels to the upside. So it's really going to be a tough trade to take this. But there, in my opinion anyway, there is a fairly good case for a reasonable risk to reward trade here. So, and I would call this level here at 35,073 the upper end of my entry. So it's 75 points away, but that gap could also come into play. So, if it is a flag and it breaks, then you should expect us to get up into this area here. And that makes sense with the 155 or the 150 EMA here, sorry. And that is 35,150. The 35,150 would be interesting, but 35,000 is definitely something to pay attention to. And just looking at the oscillators. And if I just drop to the 5 minute, you can see we've just been tracking this 150 EMA on the 5 minute. So if that's going to continue today, then that's definitely something that we need to be paying attention to. But as I said, this is not going to be an easy setup. You could very well be stopped out by getting in here and then get all the way to the top, and then the move only starts happening. But downward trend, I think, is what we should be looking for. You've just got to keep this channel in the back of your mind, because it is going to offer support. And if you look to the left, and as I zoom out to the daily with all those levels in, you can see if I swing left, you can see how much chaos has been in this area since 2021. Okay, so you can see we rejected this area, we've tried to build a base in this area, we've rejected this area, backwards and forth, buyers coming in, there's just so much that we've done in this area. Then you can see that's the next area we need to pay attention to, which is going to be fairly interesting as well. But anyway, so for me, there is merit for a potential break to the downside, but looking at the daily, this is more of a flag than anything else. So you're still going to get buyers coming in here. I don't think anybody's really convinced yet that this is a structure break to the downside. It's only when we break down, come back and test this area, that we're going to say, okay, it wasn't a channel, it was a range, and that's a range break to the downside. So where's the next level of support? Anyway, that's kind of my view today. Long-winded, but there's so much noise. You've also got the Fed minutes coming out today, so you need to keep that in the back of your mind as well. But looking at the 15-minute, trend is down. You're looking for a rejection, and just be patient for it. Wait for it. Don't jump in when you see something that's short of a level like this pin bar. Wait for the structure on the levels, and you should get a fairly decent opportunity down, at least back down to the bottom of the channel. If we start dropping below the lows of yesterday, watch out, because then I think it's going to need to be a solid move down and then a retest of that area, and that would definitely get me deleting the range and then focusing on shorting this off every pullback. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.